already here, and I was just waiting for someone to say something so I could go, whoop, bang, here I am. That's very unlikely because it's also incorrect. Like, I'm doing my best, but I can't pretend. Ugh. Anyway, hi. It's Sunday night, and that means it is time for a regularly scheduled... Whoa. Irregularly scheduled. Well, regularly scheduled, just perhaps not regularly performing. Professor Jimbles stream. We are here for Baldur's Gate 3, and I am very excited to do it. Let me just gas up. You should use a spacer, Jimbles. You miss quite a lot of the actual Ventolin inhaler if you don't use the spacer. I know, but... too legit to quit, baby. No, I don't know. Spacers slow the whole process down, and I'd rather just whip it out and go and then keep going like it's some sort of awesome fantasy combat drug. Fantasy? Sci-fi combat drug. Alright, I got my huge decaf coffee. I got myself 3 French lessons earlier. That's a weird bit, streamer. What? Gassing up with the Ventolin inhaler? Okay, so let's make it particularly clear. I've missed a couple of... fuck off. I don't have a spacer. I could get one. I really only use it when it's very cold. I am having an allergy attack to beer. That's one of the most common ones. Or if I'm sick. And let me tell you, I have been sick. It's not Baby K's fault. We are not blaming the baby. That's not how this works. If he was actually responsible, sure, we'd let him know he's responsible, but that's not the case. When your child goes to daycare and then they come back, I have 4 inhalers. Am I supposed to get 4 spacers, or should I get some sort of sick hip harness for the spacer? Because if I'm getting a sick hip harness, I saw one with Violets a week and a bit ago, right? It's a hip harness made of shitty faux leather, that's for sure. With a buckle, it was broken in the store. Otherwise, I would have bought it on the spot. That has space for lube, condoms, a water bottle, and a holster for the wand vibrator. Oh my god, I know it is well and truly a dyke lesbian's dream to have like a tool belt for your strap-on, but I don't give a shit, man. I could rock it. I'm well and happily a cis bisexual guy, but I could absolutely wear some sort of sick vibrator harness with sex geared and space for a water bottle and lube. Incredible. Love it. Yes, please. I'd wear that and nothing else. To work? No. But to parties? God. It'd be fantastic. Anyway, I have been sick because the baby goes to a place where there are lots of babies, and babies are great at sticking fingers up noses and then poking you in the face with them, and sneezing on each other and not coughing into elbows because they're babies. They're physically not capable of being aware of when they're about to sneeze. They just go with the flow. They go, and it's really cute to watch some sort of small monkey-shaped creature go through a very human experience, like being caught off guard by a sneeze, or like sneezing and then going, what the hell? And being startled by it. Or my new recent favorite, sneezing and farting and then being surprised by the fart. Oh, incredible. No wonder kids find farts funny. They're funny in general. The little guy has brought home at least 1 illness. 2, that's for sure, and I've got it both times. The first time, the whole house got knocked around. It sucked. It was RSV. Bad time. We survived. This time, I quote from Emma Stitches, she thinks she's fine and it's just me. It does feel like just me, that's for sure. I had some very exciting and beloved plans that were supposed to happen last Sunday during the day, and I was going to come on stream like, hello everyone, yes, it is Jimbles. I've done one of the most Jimbly things you can imagine. What, fucked up a puzzle? No. But I had to cancel plans. I was just sick. When you're sick, like, kids are not responsible for the illnesses they spread. They are vectors. Yeah, adults, if they're like, I'm not feeling great, I'm pretty sure I'm sick, I'm going to go to an event anyway, you're fucking responsible, at least partially, right? If it's work and your work won't let you take time off, like that might change things. But I'm not going to a party while sick and getting all of my beloved friends sick. That's not happening. So I cancel it. It's like a month or so of organization. Delayed. Not lost, but delayed. That sucks, right? Just means I gotta try again. Wait a little bit longer. But sick, better for 5 or 6 days. Sick again, killing me, man. My mental health's in the fucking toilet. I'm glad I managed to get out last night, because I've got a cough and that's about it. I cough and tired, and that's about it. And I'm smart enough to wear a mask and or cough into my elbow, not onto people's food, so I was willing to risk it. So I went to go see a sexy circus. Because of course I did. It's Canberra, it's a queer city. All of the gay friends went to go see the queer circus. And I will, in fact, like, give you a link. Yes, it is. Oh my god. Okay, that's so good. You know, I actually hate the Splash Art Gale. What is it with wizards that... What wizards are the codes? I understand why they attract so much hate, but why is it that wizards attract so much divisive hate? Yeah. You know, like sand in Neverwinter Nights 2? Like, no one likes sand. I guess it's just so often that wizards are in fact evil gits out to cause trouble. Sad emo librarian. So, Emerson just came in to let me know that there was an echo from the baby monitor, because when I was very loud and exuberant, the baby monitor in baby K's room, fuck, that was close, picked up the loudness and then sent it out to the living room to the baby monitor. I remember 10, 15 years ago or so, all baby monitors working on radio frequencies, so it was possible to pick them up via CB radios, if you're close enough. Because the radio transmitters in them weren't that powerful, so you needed to be relatively close, or have a really good receiver. You could pick up baby monitored conversations. That's a security risk. That's not a thing anymore. Now the security issues that come from them come from short-range Wi-Fi issues. If you got an open port somewhere that someone can get in, they can get access to Copilot and recall and then see everything you've done on your computer ever. Thanks, Microsoft, bastards. Since installing Windows 11.
Pain of seeing your life's hourglass running empty.
Take a shower.
Grasping at any means of slowing the grains as they slip inexorably through your fingers. Karlach's fate may be ordained, but her actions are not. She will make each breath count. We can be sure of that.
Very rarely are you able to, unless you've installed Flash WRT or something else that assumes you know what you're doing. Are you able to just open all ports? I don't give a shit, baby. And that's good. Because I would do something stupid like open all my ports and just leave them open. Instead of use port triggering. So then you have to
Why did it have to be Missouri?
you have to spoof it.
Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets. What if it's a runaway like me?
Oh, I
or something
missed it.
far worse.
If we don't help, Mizora will turn Will into a lemur. Can you live with that?
Look, Will's happiness is my happiness. I'd sooner see myself a lemur than him. But it's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You never win. Not ever.
She's sweet as hell. Good God, she's a correct choice for romance.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow.
Yes.
Mizora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue. Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for.
Me
Such an
or the
arsehole.
game? Because I don't strictly know which one's correct. We can open up the 5e D&D Beyond Monster Manual. The game. Oh yeah, Lemur. Because they got Matt Mercer among other voice actors to read out the names of nearly every monster, and that's pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. I don't have an active subscription, so I don't know if it'll let me in, but it's worth a try. I know this because if you open up Tarask, you can hear Mercer put some extra stank on it. He goes, the Trask. Come on, man. We're not trying to fuck it. She'll be gone soon enough. Do this mission and Mizora will free you from the pact.
Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it, but I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually
Don't
free.
fuck the Tarask.
I can already feel her scheming. She won't let me go without a fuss. Trust me on this.
Any idea who this devil is that needs free?
Not a one. All that matters is that we free it. Fail, and I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front lines of the blood war.
Jesus Christ. That's horrifying. I'm so sorry.
I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right.
The cultists have taken your father to Moonrise Towers. Florix confirmed it.
Then we know our mission. All roads converge
So,
at
comrade,
Moonrise.
Will is white bread, is what you say, right? A bit plain, but nourishing, enjoyable, if not exciting. Do you think... Did you romance him? Brown bread. Yeah, it makes more sense. Do you think he's more interesting in a romance? Did you romance him? Does he have some amazing hidden depths that come out later? And I don't mean just he's extra kinky lol. Like, do you think there's more to him that you're into getting a romance? Because Fenris is like that. In Dragon Age 2, like, kind of boring, but if you romance him, he's worth it. Oh, hey, Cleric. I've missed you, that's for sure. I've been sick. I mean, I get to annoy Willow, and that's been good fun, but I have not annoyed you in some time. I have to get to it, right? Cleric, you don't order your books, so probably not, but did you notice that I managed to get all of Anne Rice's, The Immortals universe? Yeah, Immortals universe. All of it. Because I finished Interview with the Vampire last night. Whew. I did not expect to have Vampire the Masquerade, like, that deep into Anne Rice. Right? I didn't expect it to be that applicable one-to-one, as long as you assume that everyone is a Toreador. Maybe Amand is a Mecca, but again, that's Requiem, not Mask, so probably not. Yeah, see, that's fair. I think this is the point, comrade, where, like, you gotta watch someone else or have someone go through it and they can tell you more, or maybe we just read it online, we see. I know how to annoy you. Do I? I feel like I gotta try harder. As long as there's, like, a pleasurable annoyance, you know, as a way to, like, get greater relief. Like a tickle that eventually stops and you're thankful the tickling stops and then you get spanked. You know, like that. The fanfic was, well, she's dead now. Like, in the sense that the author is dead, fanfic what you want. No, she's quite literally dead. Her son finished the last 2 books, at least. So, okay. Rest in peace. Thank you for inventing the idea of sad vampire. Sad, modern vampire, that's for sure. Anyway, can we trust Floric?
I was 11 when the councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked father from the shadows.
Not a guess.
I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day.
Half a
The
yes.
councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains.
No, that's a yes.
Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him.
See, comrade, you finish and or play a lot of games. It stands to reason that you probably don't replay them. The cult must have some reason for taking your father, but what?
They want violence, they want control, they want Baldur's Gate. Who better than Grand Duke
You want
Raven
Baldur's
Armstrong?
Gate?
Who better
You're
than the
in
commander
one.
with a flaming fist to dismantle its defenses?
How do
They
I
will
do that?
infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it.
To Moonrise then. We can't let the Absolute take Grand Duke Ravengard.
We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
He's sweet. Tyr's, like, not a great divinity, I gotta tell you. Neophile, very good. Weird. I can't right click and do anything with that. Okay, we'll just leave it be. I don't know how Corey manages it. Corey plays a lot of games and a lot of new games all at once. Maybe he's got the thing I've always dreamed of, and that's the ability to never need sleep. Speaking of sleep, let's go to bed. What about the games that you play endlessly? You know? Alright. You know, crafty survivally, roguelike deck builders. Endlessly play. Yeah, you know. I guess you decide you're done when you're done. And that's hard for me because generally I only decide when I've finished.
Strong here and getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it.
God, she's cool.
But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove.
It wasn't even a choice. They needed my help. Oh, hey, Hermit.
Not
You
everyone
don't
would
need
have
to apologize. You're all good. I've been off for a little while, so it's just... I'm glad to be back. Who knows if I'll end up sick.
Stop. We are being bombarded by
New
waves of
TV.
telepathic energy.
Fuck.
Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through.
Here's the call for you, comrade. I think if you're going to replay Baldur's Gate... Oh my god, Astarion, you sleep like a vampire. I think you should do it as Dark Urge. And like, all of you... High spirits. It's happy. You tried, and it wasn't good? You were just like, this Act 1 is too familiar. There you are. Look, I made my suggestion, that's all I get. The next suggestion is... Oh, it was great. It's just bugged as fuck. Like, that's also an option. Christ, it's been so long. What were we doing? Just exploring, I think. Yeah, it can be great and still not tickle the brain in a way you need. I get that feeling when I watch something. Yeah, Cleric? Yeah, I get that. Alright, so I guess we need to hit you in the head. Journal log of True Soul Callers. Day 4. Scouting mission dispatched by Kethericton to the Shadowlands. Objective, locate nest of absolute non-believers. Reached outskirts of village. Disturbing sounds echo throughout the shadows. Must evade pursuit. Preparing to create a light barrier for protection against lurking monsters in deadly darkness. May the absolute guide me. I guess, well, if that's the case, like my usual suggestion of create an entirely new class. We'll do that.
These boots have seen everything.
Cleric Willow is doing that for me, for both of us, right now, so... And I have yet to use some of my more striking powers on her, so... I feel like you'll get that much easier than me. More striking. Jimbles. I want to go... No. I want to go there. So let's... quick travel and walk. And like... It's not an... pre-built PC with biggest numbers at the top. Yeah, exactly. I'm also kind of... Like, it's not high up on the list. It's not even that soon. I want to purchase and then finish paying off the NAS project, because that's going to be the most fun. But after that, like, it stands the reason I actually need to update my machine. Because I can't stream Baldur's Gate 3 on absolute max graphics, and I need to turn a few things down when playing Alan Wake 2. And it looks so goddamn pretty. What do you mean, literally all of you failed a perception check? Are you kidding? And like, I don't need to have the top of the range. But I gotta tell you, Alan Wake 2 looks real fucking nice. Jesus. Laptops fall behind faster than PC. Yes! And also, they overheat much faster. And, like, we've got countless options, ideas, and rationales, but I'm pretty sure Cleric just wants a laptop. You know? That's often the thing that just comes down to it. People are like, I want this. It's what I prefer. I like sitting on a couch. And that's one of the things I can't do with my... Oh, wait! Yes, I can. I'm fucked. Shit. Alright, so no fire arrow. I've only got arrow of darkness. They rolled a 32. Upgrade to a crit? Yeah, right. They rolled the save. Yeah, alright. It's pretty good. I can use Horde Breaker. What are you doing? I always maintain the mods make it so I don't want to... Like, mods make it so I'm always going to be on PC. Always. Even for games that can't strictly be modded. You know? That can't easily be modded. I still maintain it's worth it. They need to roll a 15? Alright, Ben Buck, eat shit. Yeah, this PC is 3 years old, and it's fine. It's perfectly fine. If I didn't get so much joy out of fucking around, I wouldn't need anything. What do you mean you can't reach? Oh, because you're... Are you entangled? You're entangled, aren't you, you little shit? No? So why can't you get there? You can. Alright. Yeah, but they're cheaper too, because they're mass produced. Like, that's a pretty Hey, Willow. What powers am I talking about? Sex. Sex powers. They're my most beloved and the ones I am proudest of. Scroll of Fireball? Yeah, alright, go ahead. Alright. Not really sure why that was so effective, but glad it was. Go tank. Well, that's the thing. The way I do it they're not used on anyone who isn't like, yes, please, I'd like those powers used on me. So... You don't need to use that just yet. Let's just... That was... Yes, but I've already got computer parts advice. And we were being amazed that I managed to get that advice without using powers. Oh, they explode. Great, they explode. Because you can't inspire... You can inspire someone when they're unconscious? Okay, let's see if that works. Because it's supposed to heal them as well. It does. Lovely. Get away from it. Okay. Up. Get him, paw. Not many left. Maybe as far as we get. My word, do go on. No, 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 fucking over there. Go. It's fine, he has evasion, don't worry about it. The engine is complaining about exploding monsters. I'm working on a podcast, you know, like I got a couple of projects on the line. I'm working on a speculative script, like we can get through it. The engine is unemployed.
Moving ahead.
Shogun was good. I am near certain that the season 2 is gonna fuck it, given they're somehow like they are no longer working off a already written book. It's a series using next books. The next book in the series is 70 years later in China. No characters return. I've already done my research on TV tropes. I'm not that smart, don't look at me. Herbert, if you want, I think the best way to come out on the agree with Comrade and myself, which is by no means mandatory. One sec. Which is by no means mandatory or even something you want. Just get someone's computer once they're finished with it. Some fuckwit who loves upgrading things frequently. And I'll pass everything down the line and reformat what I previously had, and you'll be good to go. I'd have to be good at Baldur's Gate to make this work. Right?
Easy enough.
Because I couldn't have this many characters in my party.
Best be on my way.
Earlier today, I had lunch with some friends who have a young child.
Over there.
Older than Baby K.
What's in here?
Not as large as Baby K. So that's pretty funny. Given he's like an additional third older. How convenient for me, Willow, actually. That's quite good because I want to get through a good pay cycle of how much daycare costs while everyone is at work, and then make budget plans before we purchase an ass. But I still want to purchase an ass. I'm very excited about it. The NAS project. Marvel of modern computing. A ripe target for hackers. And they'll look at me and go, well, he's not storing any sensitive information. Who gives a shit? Just give it to him. He's fine. Also notice that this is Slim Shadows. I didn't swap to Will. I do, but it doesn't need to be that graphically powerful. We'll get into games that can actually support servers. I'll be a crafty, survivally king. They have persistent servers. I'm totally into those games anyway. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, dead hoppers! Amazing. Wouldn't be surprised if that summoned poor Corey. Like, what? Want to play Green Hell? Want to play The Forest? Want to play The Forest on VR? No? I actually love the maximum graphics setting. I'm a real whore when it comes to that. Fucking terrible. And I can run this on max graphics when I'm not streaming it, i.e. having a second version of it over there. I think pretty things make me feel good. Like, Cyberpunk looks incredible. Nah, I'm not, which is good, but I don't have the budget to be absolutely that fucking crazy about it. Maybe I did if I rejiggered my life and spent more, whatever. The answer is it's not as high on the priority list. I'd rather buy expensive sex toys. And harnesses for them, right? Yeah, but ray tracing. We are running around trying to find the borders of that blight. The ruins east of Last Light proved to be highly dangerous with deep biting shadows. Another suspicious one is that house on the hillock a little farther on. It seems dark and empty, but voices come from there. One of the others swears to me that he heard the child's laughter and saw Githyanki warriors approach the house from a distance. Surely his imagination must be getting the better of him out here. Yeah, it looked great, but the ray tracing is amazing. I know I've told this story before, but I didn't understand ray tracing until Tim Rogers explained it to everyone, but specifically me, by saying everything is a mirror. Mirrors are just the best mirrors we have. I'm like, oh, of course, that's why reflections matter that much. Because every object actually reflects light from itself and alters that light in the process.
Something stuck in an animal. What lurks in this darkness?
What the fuck? Family ring. Death saving throw +2. Oh, that's neat, actually. Free burn! Some, like, reflection. Sure, okay. Oh, very good, comrade. Now GPUs are used for AI, which is definitely also not a scam, we swear. If you ask a ServiceNow salesperson who turns up to your daily planning, all right, we'll listen to these fuckers before I go on.
Where lies your guilt?
The waning moon.
Not many people out here in the darkness.
I am not people. Though many would question how wise it is to approach a stranger in the dark. Be on your way.
I should have speak with animals up.
A fair point. Perhaps this one could assist.
This is probably
us.
a familiar, so he's not strictly
The
speaking
murdered lie
bird.
silent. The raven asks, will you be their voice?
Depends who murdered this woman.
She is not the victim. Nay, she is the perpetrator.
Oh shit. Okay.
This woman tended a bar where she took her patrons, her friends, into her confidence, promised their secrets were safe with her. Yet she turned their words into knives and stabbed them in the back. They died because of her. And to this day, her victims lie unavenged.
Hey, Leona. God, nice to see you. Jeez, congrats on being awake. Hermit. Yeah, we miss you too, darling. Welcome back. Oh, I know from inside sources that you are very busy. And that doesn't mean that we are not in your thoughts and you are not in ours, you know? You're allowed to be busy and live on the other side of the world and still be present in some capacity. I think that's important to say. I really want to do more Book of Hungry Names. I think if it's Chaos Wheel this Wednesday, I think I'm going to skip Chaos Wheel and probably just do more Book of Hungry Names because it's fun to just use a modern fantasy werewolf voice, talk about some good things, you know? And it's also, I think, the kind of content for me that is the best to just put on as a VOD and listen in the background while you do stuff. And that's a niche that I could, like, get deep into. Yes, Willow? I doubt you're here out of the goodness of your heart.
I have no heart. I seek a record of this one's crimes, written in her own hand. Through it, I can summon her spirit.
Good, Willow? I'm pleased for you. I'm not sure how I could have guessed it, though. That's some powerful magic. How do you do it? Can you show me?
Such spells are ancient secrets and closely guarded. But I could be convinced to share them with an ally. Your soul sparks with justice, with fortitude. This is your chance to bring a murderer
the wisest choice indeed.
To avenge her victims.
All right.
Will you take it?
Yes, I will. What must I do?
I thank you. As to those who died by her words.
Like, mysterious. Clearly a problem.
The one she calls the Waning Moon. Find the ledger and bring it to me.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. No issues. Cooked for so long. Well, worth it, you know. Meal prep's easy. Just put a beer in a box. Beer and a potato. So... there are also, like... I don't know, Warlock? Warlock turning up with white hair and a dramatic voice? Of course that's gonna trigger some people. I mean, trigger in a positive way, that's for sure. I'm a decent, if average, cook. I think he's a warlock. Githyanki Creche. House of Healing. Punish the Wicked. Okay, cool. Well, we'll just continue in this direction. Good bartender. Just easy to fool because I'm so pretty. Like, of course, he's making excellent drinks. He's just winking and shaking. Camera's stuck in a ditch. Ugh, okay, jeez.
I'll take that.
That passed QA because the testers were too busy being seduced by the sexy person.
A great battle was fought here.
An extra vicious one, I think. No one buried their dead.
Exactly the sort of battle I live to fight.
Not bad. Yeah, happy Pride, indeed. Happy being really bisexual, that's for sure. You're not done. You just don't have any more jokes. If one jumps into your mind, you're going to say it faster than thinking, that's for sure. Yeah, not to incite a riot, but... not to incite insurrection, but I gotta tell you, no cops at Pride. And King...
ran slick with blood. I can taste it in the air, even after so long.
And kink at Pride is important because it reminds you that well, it is one way to remind you that people who don't like queer people see all level of showing of the sexuality as equal. They don't care. Yeah. They see it as the same, man. You can't appease them by respectability politics. A record of Ketheric Thorm's speech to his troops before his victory over the Druids and Harpers. Take this, you there, take this from me. That is gold, friends. Let those who are covetous and cravens among you take my gold and go. There's enough to keep you warm in winter. But in these cold and lonely winters to come, you will look into the bought flames in the purchased hearth and see a bargain for peace, and you'll realize that such a retirement comes at the price of pride. Go on and take it. Take it and go. Those who are not afraid, and me, we won't stop you. But nor shall we know a winter in which the coin of regret is idly spent. Instead, we shall know blood and fury and a triumph worthy of a flame reconcilable only with heaven. I swear it. Against us, arrayed is a group of fools. Let them be a bank vault. Let us raid them, friends. Let us go rich on screams. I started to lose it at the end there. My apologies. But otherwise, not bad. Good speech. A friend, a close friend, a very beloved friend, Gollum King, gave me a book for Christmas many years ago. It was like 100 best speeches. And it was just a little bit of background and then the written speech with delivery notes. And in like one of the more nerdy and like absolute fucking wizard coded action, I studied that book to practice like delivering said important speeches. It was like, I know that this was important. 34. I didn't get that wrong. Willow. It's only a celebration if it makes Jimbles squeal in terror, huh? You will pay for such trespass against... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's a celebration now. I see.
This place is trapped.
I see, so I should not find it at all or comment on my skills. Yeah, good job. Very good bit, that's for sure. Anyway, yeah, I saw some old friends and their lovely baby, and I'm very pleased to catch them today. And we were talking about how one of them got a PC upgrade relatively recently, put it in their study, and they were just going to get to it as soon as they stopped doing that level of parenting. And then months passed, and then they discovered today, oh shit, graphics card's not in the tower. It's a good idea. You probably don't want to ship it through postage services with the card in because it's sensitive and it's not balanced at one end. It's only tethered at the end of the connectors are there, so it will wobble and ruin the connectors. So good. But she's like, how do I haven't done this before. What do I do? I'm like, okay, well, first off, the most important things is that it is very much like a wooden block in the hole puzzle. Like this one goes in the square hole sort of thing. Right? So what you do is try not to touch any bits that are gold, because they're connectors and they will corrode with your oils, and that'll make it worse. And discharge your static electricity, and then look to see if it fits, gently try and push it in, done. Some things require slightly more force than you'd expect, many things require less. CPUs, less. RAM, more. Graphics cards, about average. Then plug everything and see what happens. Yeah, usually two sides of contact in most cases. And that's excellent. That's excellent advice. Thank you, comrade. I'll see if I can pass it on to Talra. Not her real name. As I said, if you get into any trouble or questions, just let me know. I'll come over or we'll take a look at it together. Why am I so warm? It's probably this hot coffee. Official interrogation transcript. Harper in charge, Caladov Everspring. Transcriber, Luna Shawn. Your name? Dal Timber, ma'am. Occupation? Farmer, ma'am. Potatoes. A farmer. How many guards are Storm stationed at the south wall, Dal Timber? What do you mean, south wall? Do not play the fool with me, Timber. The Moonrise south wall. I don't know, I swear it. Liar. Write this down, Luna. Thorm's spy refuses to cooperate. Harsher measures required. I said write it down. Yeah. It is, like, you don't need to mess with IAQ ports. You don't need to set one drive as a master and one drive as a slave. Like, it is easier. It's still daunting, especially gently but firmly. Exactly. It's a skill that is used in many scenarios, that's for sure. My, what are you talking about? I'm definitely talking solely about woodworking. Yeah, but like, especially if you're going to be doing it on a carpeted floor, you know. It takes a second to just go beep, and then discharge it so you don't burn $700 or so, depending on the component you just fried. And I think that's part of it. Nice. I think that's part of it, right? Because if you fuck it up, you've wasted quite a lot of money. And money is not easily available right now. Everyone's hurting. The amount of GoFundMes and requests for mutual aid is overwhelming. A friend, a very important friend of the channel, we love them very much, but I don't want to make it too clear exactly who they are, has stated that they're getting more people who have full-time jobs requesting financial and food assistance. That's fucked. On one level, closest to the liberal ideal, no one who has a full-time job should require assistance in that way. But I am much further above this. Like, no one should be hurting so hard. Fuck. No one should be hurting so hard that they don't, like, that. I don't want people to go hungry. It's just simple as it gets, I guess. No one should go hungry. General Ketherick Thorn. It is with a heavy heart that I must announce the surrender of the Harbour forces, and it's... To General Ketherick Thorn. It is with a heavy heart that I must announce the surrender of the Harbour forces and its allies to your dark Justicia army under unanimous agreement. Harpers work against villainy and wickedness wherever they find it. So states our code, and here we have acted. But I also know all too well how the statement continues, but they work ever mindful of the consequences of what they do. We cannot be a party to the suffering of the people of Wraithwind, and indeed the great loss of life that this war will visit upon the Sword Coast, and perhaps beyond it. So it is written, so let it be done. Kelben Aronson on behalf of the High Harbour Council and its allies. 2 words are slashed across the bottom of the scroll. Surrender denied. 2 words are slashed across the bottom of the scroll. Surrender declined. Shit, dude. Neat. Oh, even neater. Oh, you don't automatically read it the way you have before? Okay. Read. A map has been etched onto this intricate disc. The risen road winds through a mountain pass. Within the hills is nestled a sizable temple. Within the temple, the Githyanki people have established a stronghold. Pictographs reveal the mission to retrieve a polyhedral relic on behalf of the Githyanki Queen.
A map to a Githyanki Creche. Our cure is nestled in the mountains. The further we sink into shadow, the further the Creche. We must take to my people. They are our only means of cleansing. Pursue this path further, and I will go alone if I have to.
Like, that's pretty firm. But I don't think she's wrong. Let's go to the Creche. It's only there. We've now got 3 quests to do it. Let's go. I think you get to it from there. So, slightly south and to the east. God, I'm glad I jumped online tonight. If we had a comrade and a hermit and a willer and a cleric and a Leono. Lovely full house. Good to see all of the people. We'll get up to mischief together. Oh, I wanted to talk about Fenno. I don't know if everyone who I'm trying to drag to Fenno is in the chat tonight, but maybe they'll see me on the VODs. We've got some really good fucking games coming down the pipe this year. Holy shit. I am actually really excited. So much has changed in our fair town. The moon used to shine so brightly here. Would all stand out, our shoulders bared, our faces upturned, drinking in her blessings like milk. Such darkness now. I must watch the moon in secret from my window or late at night when the town's asleep. Sometimes I wonder if I'm the last sane person left in Wraithwind. Like, we've... Essentially every year when I'm at least partially responsible for... Aww. That sucks, Hermit. Sorry. Essentially every year I'm responsible for looking at the games. I think, huh, that's weird. No D&D 5 ed. Like, we don't demand it. We are a goofy, pretentious art role-playing con, because of course we are. I'm involved. But it's not like we ban Dungeons and Dragons or even D&D 5e. Like, still the most popular role-playing game around. We should have at least one person suggesting it. This year we got one. I think I actually got two, but one says heavily modified. And I'm excited for it. I want to see a D&D 5e game at the con, and I want a lot of people to play it and go, oh, that's what this system is good for. It's not just the default choice, and anyone who decides not to play it is a better role-player TM and gets more indie points for it. It's good for some things. And the pitch is strong too. I'm not revealing it yet because it's not public. So I'm excited for this year. I'm excited because the either Ryder Wrangler and the other member of the committee I'm working with have really shown some excellent leadership, picked up when I haven't been able to give it my all because I'm sick or whatever, and provided really good insight on an excellent policy that's going to go into practice really soon. Hello, Emma Stitches. And I'm really excited to see that policy go into place, especially given I was like, oh, we should probably have something like that, and then never got around to it myself, for fuck's sake. And the rest of the committee are like, oh, we should do that, let's do it, and then it just happened. I didn't need to shepherd the whole thing myself. Someone else picked up the work and did it. By God, a functioning team. This con is in for an excellent time. It just dropped? Ha 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 ha, cleric, yes! Yes! An old map in a druidic style of what appear to be hidden routes out of the Emerald Enclave. The destination is marked as Baldur's Gate, and a notice attached. Take only what you can carry. Go through the mountain pass. If anyone falls, leave them. You can't afford to be slowed down by excess baggage. Good luck. I'm so glad. It is now mandatory that all games, and I need to send an email out to prove this, like, to make this plain to all writers. All games need to have some form of safety tool as to be offered at Fenner. Holy shit, yes. It's so good. Suggested it. I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of wanted to do that. Forgot. So I'm so goddamn glad someone else responsible is suggesting it so it'll actually happen. Incredible work. I'm very excited. Mind rating gold. Lovely. And I reached out to someone that I needed to be like, hey, what kind of safety tools do you have for your game? And he responded with like a long list of everything they're doing and linked their sensitivity reader, who is a professional. And I'm like, I'm good, thanks.
Looks like it gored one of its attackers before it died.
Absolutely fantastic. Let's go. You've done a lot to make me feel reassured that you're going to handle this in a responsible way, and now I'm even more excited about your game. Let's make sure your blurb is excellent so other people are excited to play it too. Oh. A tiefling's journal charting the journey from Elturel to the Emerald Enclave, and now on the road to Baldur's Gate. The ox just up and died? Started choking out of nowhere and then keeled over. Tried to pull the cart, but the ox knocked the wheel off when it went down and the thing is in splinters. The others want to grab what we can and keep going, but this place feels wrong. The skin is crawling like something is watching us in the darkness. No one else is talking much, but I can tell they all feel the same. Ooh.
Looks like he was gored by the ox. It must have been chaos here.
Ringmail, dagger, longbow. So, do you think there are like a bunch of goblins here? If you... Actually, does anyone not save the refugees? Do you come across 100 goblin corpses instead? Yeah, so like I still need to do a lot more writing on my game. I still need to nag a number of my writers to be like, hey, here's the date for the blurbs. Here's how to write one. Tell me what you need. So that's on my to-do list. It's probably happening tomorrow. But just tired, man.
If not over, then through.
Then I also need to write my fucking game. Started doing some of the backstory. I've got the format for how I want it to look. Writing in the characters, and that's great, but okay, now I need to set aside a couple of hours to actually do the thing, which is exactly what it's like to do university assignments too. Maybe I need to grab a babysitter and then do it. You know, have someone else look after the baby. Someone that I won't get immediately distracted by and want to hang out with myself, and that's part of the problem. And then just get to work. Yeah. And it's gonna be worth it. I really like the outline. I really like the blurb. I really like the idea, the characters I've written so far. Now we just need to add enough texture and color to them until, like, sure, hope we get that blessing of Selene back.
Words like agog that I remember you're actually 2 centuries old.
And it's when you think agog is an impressive word that I remember you're just a child.
Wait. These markings. Tirsu's script scratched in the ground. A creche must be nestled somewhere in these mountains. We must go there at once.
Yeah, Lazel, that's why we're here. Tirsu script, you said? What does that mean?
Githyanki writing. Every word a wheel. Every letter is spoke. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them.
Come on, let's get to the creche.
Very well. You may lead.
Thanks.
But if we stray too far, that
Never
our
mind.
chance is lost. I'll make my way there alone.
They're serious too. I'm sure she would well and truly leave the party if you don't talk to him. Anyway, dead rabbit. We don't have talk with animals on. Terrible. Dead blue jay? Nothing? Okay. I'm sure people would understand. The same way I tell everyone you can remove your suggested game at any point with no issues, even after scheduling, though yes, of course, we'd prefer it done beforehand. That applies also to me too. I don't think people will be mad. They're just going to be disappointed. But I want the artwork I am creating to be complete. Not to bring up Queen Turf of Turf Island, but there was a lesson in HB1, the Sorcerer's Stone, lol, where future cop realizes that the enemy is producing a thought crime. Anyway, I've made it clear I don't really appreciate it anymore. The mirror of Erized is like, it just shows everyone holding the stone because what they want is to use it, where if all you wanted was to have it so you could keep it away from someone else, you can get it that way. And that kind of implements some kind of thought crime, essentially. Like, if you don't have pure intentions, you're not going to be able to get the thing you need. And so I kind of feel bad for thinking, boy, I'd love this artwork to be complete so I can soak in the praise. Shouldn't I be like reveling in the idea of creation itself, creating artwork, or even the work itself is worthwhile? Yeah, I'd love to have that. That's just not how it goes sometimes.
Where the light doth not reach.
Jeez. Sorry. Oh, ghouls! Sick. Death Shepherd? Sick. I'm just essentially like, I'm sorry I'm not cool enough to do that. I have desires that are not purely altruistic, so technically I shouldn't be that, like, need a 12. Oh, should I turn into a crit? I don't think so. I also don't even think people should be ashamed of that. That's just how things work. You can't pretend to be completely... No. Well, I understand the game we gotta play now. Shit. Fuck yeah, alright. Now, how about you stay right there, buddy? Need 60 to hit. No, just take the loss. Yeah, exactly, right? And that's a very reasonable take to have, because you can't... If you're focusing entirely, solely on, nah, you gotta do it for art's sake. Like, that's a criticism, man. The phrase art for art's sake was a criticism, and then somehow rejig it into be a positive thing. But it's not... No, concentration. Disrupts the concentration, dasifies, creates an eye service. Do we want to try and outrange him? I don't think so. Can't knock him to sleep because they're undead. 45% chance to hit. That's not high enough. You're a buffer. Let's buff. There's a obvious... There's a moment where you're like, oh man, I'd love... I'm looking at it and some of the issues I've got relate to the amount of time I have, more than anything, to protect you. Doesn't have to be around you, technically. You look at it and go, if only I had more hours, or if only I needed less rest. That's a big one too. If I didn't have to spend time... Your channel divinity isn't gonna... It doesn't... Yeah, okay. Okay, hold it then. 50% chance that's not gonna work. Move close. Spirit Guardians. Unless... Yeah, Turn Undead, we do have it. Okay. Eat shit. If I only needed less rest time is one that gets me as well. Quite significantly. If you could... I guess that's the whole impetus behind I wish I never needed to sleep. If I needed less rest, I could achieve more. Oh, Lae'zel, baby! You feel silly? You're no longer turned. Alright, well... Really do your best. Because you can't... You well and truly can't just have no rest. But sometimes you look at other people who... I don't know. You don't see into everyone's inner life anyway, but sometimes you're aware that they rest less. They achieve more, TM, from being able to... And I don't think... And I guess sometimes I wish I was in the same boat, right? Though I don't think it's... Path is not interrupted. That. Oh. Good job, Gale. I also have I have a goddamn novel I'm working on, and the poor thing feels neglected. And sometimes you're like, oh boy, I love my OCs. I'd love to make use of the commission I had to turn it into an actual book with a cover and everything. I did, looks great, but this... Oh, we can hit him, great. Just fuck him up. Crit him. But I also, like, I can't... no. 1 damage, you're fine. I can't, like, do the passion project book when I've already promised to write a goddamn game for Fenno. You can. If you said, I'm not doing the game, I'm writing my book, people will be fine. Sure, but I know where the priority actually sits. I just want to be able to do both. And then you end up doing... That guy should be in, but he's just not. He's just not. Yeah, end up instead, like, playing Stardew. Right? You do other restorative rest actions that are by no means less important. But they're not on the priority list of the things you want to do. You're not going to slip? Alright. Oh. Big miss. Instead, you try and recover a little more sleep, or you get the rest time, which is also sorely necessary, and I don't want anyone to feel guilty about needing or taking. And it's been quite a bit of time, but I finally got used to the idea that everyone deserves rest and what do you mean you get a free true strike just because I missed you? Alright, fine. It no longer has the problem of everyone deserves rest and it's well deserved and no one's allowed to feel bad about it. Except for you. Like, no longer do I have that particular problem, and that's a plus. But I still kind of resent needing that one. Sure, I'm allowed to have it. Very reasonable. Understandable. But what if I didn't? What if I just didn't have to? How cool would that be? There you go, girly. Fuck him up, Lazel. Tough as. Gale! Good job, buddy. Oh, I should, like, use Divine Sense. Jesus. Anyway, that's Jimbles talking about writing for Fenno, I guess. It's not all doom and gloom, but this is kind of what creation is like sometimes. And that is such an interesting topic, is exactly why we wrote a role-playing game about the difficulty of creation, going through this process. Repeatedly, requiring it, needing to do it, or you go mad in one way or another. Like, of course, there's a lot of interest and fascinating role-playing experiences, the potential there, because it's so much of life.
Best be on my way.
We didn't actually use this. Hey, Luxie. All right, come on, Lazel, you're gonna get set on fire. Just a little, you're okay. What have you missed while eating cake? Cake! Incredible, good job. Beautiful, gorgeous. I think the most difficult thing to come to grips with, recognizing the thing you've lost, is that she's likely gone to bed and sleep, but we did, in fact, have a Leona for a bit of time. She doesn't need that. Just get up there. Get up them apples. Yep, and we talked about how busy she is and how that... Oh no, your temporary HP. Nice, alright. Yeah, does anyone know what the fuck that was? Half plate? Nice. Half plate is medium armor. We have Githyanki half plate, we don't need it.
Something good here, I hope.
Yeah, and we said that even though she may be far away and a very, very busy bee, it does not mean that she's not included in our mind. With us in spirit. Or something, or similar words of sweetness.
Down. Better look for another way across.
She's doing meal prep that ran long, and so was like, oh, I'm awake for a Jimbles stream. Let's see what he's up to. Filth. Oh, Zilla to the absolute. I bet they're not up to mischief. Full plate. Everyone who wants full plate is already wearing it. So it may be shot. Yeah, I talked about a really cool thing I saw with Violets and haven't been able to actually get. Like a holster that you can put a one vibrator in and the rest of your gear for a party. Like, that sounds great. If it wasn't made of cheap, shitty plastic and didn't already have a broken buckle in the store, I would have bought it on the spot. Duke Ravengard is to be delivered, unharmed or mostly so, immediately. Moonrise Towers cannot fulfill its destiny until the Duke has been delivered. Those who succeed will be rewarded. Those who fail will face my wrath, then Gord Ashes, then mine again. General Ketherick Thorm.
Hells! The Absolute's forces have taken father to Moonrise Towers.
Yeah, we're well and truly out of the regular play pattern, aren't we? Given we already knew that. Dildo Cowboy. Yeah, absolutely. Big eye on his hip. Like, it's not just because it's a wand, but it is well and truly my shit. Huh. To carry a wand vibrator. I think they're really excellent, right? Smoking dough. Because I think they're a really powerful tool. I think they're excellent. I use them on people without clits, or people who have like large clits. I'm talking about penises, because absolutely, if you're not incredibly sensitive around the head, you can use that to vibrate someone into coming real hard. If you're gentle about it, you can make them go, "What the fuck just happened?" I think it was, "Oh, geez, it's quite a way away." Okay, well, let's go. I think it was going around on Twitter. They were like, imagine if we accidentally...
Blessed be you, pilgrim. Take respite now in the dawn's loving gaze.
Imagine if men learn how to jerk off like a clit owner, right?
And fertility, wouldn't you know?
Yes? Who goes there?
And, like, like a... The phrase was like a woman, but I'm like, that's not what it means. Like, use a one vibrator, gently work up and down the shaft and gently work at the head until it becomes close to oversensitive, slow down, spread out, use a lot of lube and like long stroking movements, and then build up to something when you're working alongside the body to... Yeah. And like, one, hot. Glad to imagine that, thank you. But also, two, like, don't gender it. It's true that a lot of the time sex toys for penis owners don't generally involve anything other than, like, here's some lube and a hole. Combine the two, and then do what comes naturally. Until you come, naturally. But you can, especially with practice, get off on penetration. You can get off on just like gently working it up, right? I've done that to people and I'd love to do it again. Anyway, what the fuck are we talking about? Hey, Baldur's Gate!
Oh, you are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted.
Baby K might find the VODs to this. I'm so not sorry. But hey, you know. Looks like a temple?
Oh, it certainly looks that way. But inside, it is swarming with brutish, stupid, rude Githyanki.
Brutish and rude by your wretched standards. But stupid. Chocky.
Your charming companion would call it a creche. But it was built on what remained after the Githyanki slaughtered all of the monks. I'd call it a murderous training camp.
Acutely observed on both counts.
That kind of sucks.
I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid?
Buy an egg?
Run off like some transient.
You're fucked. Like, no. You know? The talk is better described as, at least the first few times, more of a statement and opportunity to ask questions. The information is going to flow in one direction, right? Because I'm an adult, that's what it's for. And then it becomes a discussion and or a talk later, when they're older. But even then, it's not about me or my life, or even the other parent. Oh, good night, little guy. Very excited. Sleep time for that little baby K. Is not about that. It's about preparing himself for his life. And he has a right to his own privacy, and I have a right to mine, too. Anyway, you tried to buy one of their children.
What? No, of course not. I was merely... Well... Look, it's just an egg. The
She does, Hermit. Jeez.
Asked me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and, once it hatches, raise the spawn in their tradition.
Society of Brilliance again.
Enlighten me. What is this tradition?
The society
There's a hobgoblin in the Underdark.
Raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome its violent nature. I'm sure your friend would agree. A Githyanki is as likely to forsake its violent nature as a gnome is to fly.
Well, with the right application of force and lift, it could be possible.
I beg your pardon?
A flying gnome. I need an airfoil, of course, and a source of propulsion?
I just
Colonialist government.
Fetch me a Gith egg. Can you do that?
Steal one of Gith's own. I will slit your throat for even suggesting it.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay, Lady Esther.
You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg.
I want to make this as clear as possible. I'm not reenacting the stolen generation. A large part, but by no means the only part, of the worst things the British government has ever done to the indigenous population of Australia Certainly not unique to Australia as well. For you, not even in a fantasy setting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say... Oh, that's pretty funny. Oh, that's good. But instead I'm going to say that she needs to die.
At last. Hatarzith! I knew I was right about you beasts.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Like, we're not... She passed the save, which kind of sucks. Oh well. Like, first off, happy replaced with happy. Yeah, cool. I bet excellent gear would be very good, but I'm not too concerned with it.
I found my mark.
Wait, it's 1 against 8. She's well and truly fucked, but... We're just gonna wait a little bit and say that Lizelle can get a killing blow. I think it's only fair, right? I bet she's got excellent gear. I'm not reenacting the stolen generation even for profit. You gain Cat's Grace and increase the dexterity. Jeez, fuck, that's pretty cool. Alright. Maybe will. Huh. That was pretty good. Cacophony.
Battle has taken its toll. I should rest.
You're fine, Lizelle.
Awake and alert.
Song of Rest. Quarterstaff, though. Oh, we might need to go to break a little early. My apologies. I'll just read this and hop up. Our storage sector requires an object most rare upon our plane. The egg or the Githyanki. The good sir that retrieves this item, which must be in excellent condition, will be rewarded most handsomely. Timeliness is key. Find us in the Lord in Baldur's Gate upon the completion of this task. Signed by the collective Society of Brilliance of Baldur's Gate. Right. I'll be back in just a moment, everybody. Well done. Let's take that 15-minute break a little early. Back in 15. Be good. Thanks for the patience, everybody. Baby's asleep. Let's kill a dragon or two, right? I'm sure we'll find one. I love that she didn't get to use her poison on us. Wait, again, thanks for the patience, but that little guy... I'm afraid he rates just a little bit higher in the grand scheme of things, you know?
Marching.
I don't understand. Why? $75 kilos. Karlak, you can throw 75 kilos, right? You definitely could. Too heavy to throw, I guess. How strong do you need to be able to, like, throw? Now, children, don't get pouty. Where do Marvel and Captain sit on the
Gods are watching me.
favored children scale?
He's quite breathtaking. Or maybe that was just the climb.
Sounds like an angry bear over there. Somewhere in this direction, I think.
Maybe not.
Can you just not? Change dice, but I can't not. Yeah, I don't think I'm the kind of parent to say something like, I'll give you something to pout about, but I get the feeling you might enjoy that process, so
I wonder when it was
maybe.
used last.
Rawr, rawr. Cast bull strength or need to roll a 10 at lowest. Okay, cool. Yeah, exactly like that.
Been out of use for a long old time.
Guess we could go. Well, I'm still in debt to go the long way around. It's just now we don't have to. Fuck yeah. We need more of those than we might assume. Woo. Not sure I'd assume you're someone to play into the ooh too much, Hermit, but, you know, if it's your bag, baby, I won't stand in your way.
Have a lot on my mind and, well,
Best avoid that trap.
the pride of the gate.
But
Easy. This place is
oh my god.
Keeping pace.
Repulsion mine. Will likely try and push us off the cliff to instant death. Yeah, it's supposed to come out at the exact same time, so it doesn't sound like an echo. But I bet it doesn't work perfectly that way, because even things moving at fiber optic speed don't happen that fast. Hey, bird. Can't I just take this key? Yeah, thanks.
I've got nothing left to take, so you might as well shove off.
Oh, did someone steal something from me?
Steal? Eagles are bigger. They just take. Nest, prey,
No.
everything. That's how it works here.
That doesn't sound very fair.
It's not bloody fair. I got there first.
Yeah, they're all stuck in a hotel. Surely the eagles need a nest as much as you?
Not on top of the monastery, they don't. It's not even like the eagles need my nest. The drunk lizards they eat aren't hard to catch.
What? Yeah, we need the advantages in this one, huh? It's only a level 2 spell slot, who cares? If we get into a bind, I could just take a long rest. Yeah, you do it a lot, Hermit. And way to get people excited.
Vague.
That's
Drunk
fine.
Lizards could well point to kobolds who tend to operate in packs.
Eagles? Hunting kobold. Nice. Do you want me to go and deal with the eagles for you?
You? Kill an eagle?
This is a canned gin and tonic.
If you
With a bit of
think
bitters.
you
That's nice.
can, then please, please kill the eagles. They're the worst.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I'll keep an eye on the roof. Rude bastards, those eagles. Deserve a little comeuppance.
Lae'zel, are you sure of the greeting we'll find at this creche of yours?
Of course I'll be welcomed. And if you behave, you may keep your head too.
I can count on you to vouch for me, I hope.
Don't worry. You're more useful to me in life.
You all rock.
Moving in.
Survival failed. Survival failed. Failed, 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 failed. Oh no, not a collapsed burrow. Why am I recognizing how much I use the middle mouse button when it's misbehaving? Nice. Yeah, this map is likely to be as big as the Underdark, given it's the other way out of Act 1, so shouldn't be that surprising. They're spinning forever here, but hey, you wanted to not see it. I want to see it. What? Cobalt leader. Okay. Fuck yeah, let's go. Journal updated.
That's enough. On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Are you wearing an amulet of the true soul?
No.
Amulet of the absolute?
No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Are we?
Dead trampled to dust. Their dusk is as eternal as Lathander's dawn.
Are you? Are we certain, right, that Lae'zel is going to stand by our side? If they're like, hey, Shadowheart.
So the Gith are at odds with the Absolute as well. If only they'd just wipe each other out.
Shadowheart's like, I'm not giving up the artifact. And Lae'zel's like, do it or I'll kill you. They're not big on trusting the Githyanki.
Feeling stirs. Uncertainty.
Chanted security.
Your curiosity is getting the better of you. Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki. They're hunting you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
guess we can't find out? Find the Creche's entrance. I guess we go beat up the eagles. That's curious, right? That's very curious. Simply doesn't let you turn up and go, hey, heard you've been looking for this. So do you think they've already been set off, or is it going to be worse? Wait, no, we can just... No, we can't chop. Never mind. That's your favorite part, isn't it? Thematically, he's not a great rager. Mechanically, good rager. Like it.
Perhaps we're better off without magic this time.
Why? How unstable are they? Like, what are they gonna do? Explode? They're cats. They're gonna explode for fun.
Want another?
There you go. Problem solved. What do you mean not enough resources bonus action? Already used it, I guess. Well, that sucks. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Thank you. Oh, you don't have sweep anymore. Oh well.
Dull moment.
Everyone's leveling up one by one as we beat up these magic, anti-magic cats.
I found my mark.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Cool. Oh, level up. It's been so long. Let's go. Oh, I don't know. No longer have a computer chair. Need to get one back to Emma Stitch's office, and and so the chair I was using went back to her. Her regular chair went back to the office, and now I'm to a regular dining chair, baby. I intend to level up 1-to-1, like every time. What happens at level 4 for Bard? New feat. Nah, nothing. Okay. Warlock it is then. Yeah, cool. No. Yeah, totally dead. Lovely cantrip. Oh, it's pretty good. Oh. Getting a free invocation is pretty good. See normally in darkness is pretty useful. Get him 18 charisma would be pretty good too. Still looking. You're now an artificer. Misty Step or Invisibility? Jeez, that's a hell of a choice. I wish it allowed me to use Charisma. No, let's take Shadow Touched. And then we get Disguise Self anyway. Not having to take the invocation. 18 Charisma, that's exactly what I wanted. Looks real dangerous in those. That's all he gets. Level 7's not an exciting level. Half a proficiency bonus to any strength, dexterity, constitution. You're not proficient. Like, that's pretty cool. Jumped us. Nice. I like her as a champion, as opposed to Eldritch Knight, Psionic Warrior, something similar. Defensive tactics. Yeah, now you can be responsible for healing people when you bite them. I love the idea of just like, fuck it, I'm out. Disadvantage whenever he's moving out of range. That'd be useful. Life domain, worshipping Shah. That makes sense. Don't worry about it. Can't make Shadowheart not love Shah. Can't make Gale not love Mistra. Honestly, Gale, Cleric of Mistra also makes sense. Can't be charmed. Nice. The only problem is that the Paladin aura is not as wide as it needs to be. It's going to affect your melee characters and melee characters only. Maybe if you're attacked out of nowhere, but that's about it. You know what you need though, my friend? Most of all, I want this guy to get medium armor proficiency so I can put this the sparky boots back on. He's still awake. Okay, well, I love roommate drama when it's not terrifying, so hopefully it's good. But yeah, you should be asleep. Not to be a dick, but like, yeah. That's not Gale, unfortunately. Hey, you do get to see Aloxi. Look at that. Nice. Bring it on.
Let's have a look.
Absolutely bring it on. Let's pick up the School of Darkness. No.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
Thank you very much.
Do what thou wilt.
Well, with us. Yeah, I'd love if he had medium armor proficiencies. We can make him even more lightning boy, which is very funny. Yeah, babe.
I'll see what I
It's a skill set. You gotta practice it, man. I also think saying just leaving this communication is important. Like, yeah, sure, communication is always important, but you gotta know, like, sometimes you'll put on your department survey, I wish we had greater communication, right? And then, hold on. Yeah. You put on your department or organization survey, I'd like more communication in the area, and they're like, okay, cool. Directors will create a newsletter and send it out monthly, and not many people will read it. Because that's not what we really need. We certainly want more communication, in the sense that that's a very broad word and very broad topic. And a lot of things are included within it, and one of them is you being able to talk to management about shit. Right? And that's not going to be fixed by having a one-way direction of another tall asshole standing up at the top providing information downwards. No, dude, I need to be able to tell you your ideas suck sometimes, right? And that's related to what's going on now, in the sense that you can say communication is the most important thing in a relationship. It needs to be very important. You need to go through it, you need to be good at that. Sure, okay, cool, great. Obviously, communication is everything. So can we get a little more specific about what kind of communication, methods of communication, ways to do it? Practice some skills about being able to actually express your own needs and desires, as opposed to simply sublimating them into someone else. Like, that's also communication, but it's not going to be solved by having a chat. That's going to be fixed by a lot of internal work. Like today, I had a very reasonable conversation with a partner via message, but the whole time I'm like 70% anxiety going, this has gone terribly a few times in the past, and I have nothing but good evidence before. I've had nothing but good experiences with this person before in this subject, but why do I still feel like something's going to go horribly wrong? That's communication. but what it is a mental health disorder in my brain. Yeah, let's see. This missile commemorates the founding of Rosimorn Monastery. For my sins, it only just occurred to me that I had lacked in my record-keeping of late. But then again, we have been busy. In our fray with the Shah and thieves, we retrieved the blood, but one of the heretics sinned most heinously. They struck the amber encasing his blood with a maul of pure void, damaging the most holy relic. As if knowing of this blasphemy, the exposed blood shone with an unbreakable radiance, reducing the Shah and horde to dust for us to sift from this now holy ground. Good night, Leona. Sleep well, please. The relic became far too unstable to carry back to Hap. Thus we fashioned a simple chapel around ourselves here, and we've encased the blood within steel, to be wielded as a most righteous cudgel against those who sit in shadow. To keep it from the lustful sacrilege of thievery, our simple chapel will become a great monastery, and the blood shall be secreted away with a great many more wiles than it was before. I found it hard to fathom that we left such an artifact in such an obvious, open place to begin with. Alas, his light singes away the mistakes of the past, leading to a more fortuitous dawn indeed. Neat.
Should mind my step.
Record of complaints. A dust-covered tome of complaints to the Dawnmaster. Who allowed a pilgrim to pay for wine with a cat? And what sort of cat even is it? One of my novices told me they saw it grow to the size of a humongous hound. That was moments before it attacked. The poor novice didn't stop trembling for a 10-day. Please, I beg of you, can we just accept gold for goods like ordinary folk? And for God's sake, call on someone to get rid of that nasty animal. Alright, jeez. Don't be a dick about it.
I'll give it a shot.
That feels like an ascended argument between developers being like, hey, should we have a barter system or just trade gold for items? And they have both, which is funny. Someone's like, well, okay, I'm going to complain about it. Why would a temple accept a cat in a bargain? There you go. There's a cute little story about it. There's rumors of a Githyanki sighting in the region. The Dawnmasters in a circle think we don't know, but it's all anyone can talk about. What do they want? Can they be after the blood itself? How would they have even found out about it? Personally, I'm excited. If there really is a Githyanki attack, there's a chance they'll fire the lance. They see the light of Lathander himself launch forth from Rosimond's roof. That would be something to write home about. Brother Willem claims he saw it once, and it was so bright it nearly made him blind. Luckily, he says it's quite hard to fire, but once we do, those Githyanki won't know what hit him. Send to Lazel. Troll. Sick. Love that. Free remove curse. Free slow. I don't think I'll read the... As always, remember, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. Anyway. Big up. You can see a kobold standing in a lot of fire wine. I bet we can see what happens with that. And then I had a brilliant idea. Do you want to do stuff in Act 2? No, I want to fuck around some more. Really? That's what you just got? Okay, well, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, right? Bonk. 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 Thank you. You're a barbarian. That shouldn't take that hard. It shouldn't be that difficult. It's kind of a thing to just go nuts. Right? Ah, physics engines. Hey, Asterion, you've got yourself a fire arrow, right?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Good. Okay, I've just got an idea or two. Can you, with your neat crossbow... Path interrupted. Well, we tried. Oh ho ho. Tee hee hee. Ha ha ha. This is so stupid. Everyone stealth, please. Alright. Look at him. Kobold inventor. It's just asleep. Really making it difficult on me. Yeah, that... Okay, we've chosen the right one. Are we ready for the inevitable huge mass combat? And by God, maybe I should have talked to them first. High ground, archery, weapon enchantment, hiding. Go. Yeah, that's definitely what's happening. That's so mean. Oh, Slam, what are you doing, buddy? No. Well, at least you're not in combat.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Rumba Asterion is like, what are you doing, man? What are you looking at? Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry. No.
Rather stand tall.
This is cool. That's cool. It's mean. That's awful. How dare I? Honestly. Those kobolds hurt no one. Except the blue jay. If Slam can't make it, I'm casting Githyanki Psionics on him. Hate that you have to be next to him for it. Lovely. Shit. Perfect.
I can be subtle sometimes.
Would you three stop, please?
These boots have seen everything.
Get even closer now? Oh, jeez.
For the taking.
Decanter of nearly endless water. Well, we'd better use that. Okay, well that shouldn't have made us join battle, but fair enough. Oh, great. Okay. Fuck it. I think we've peaked at the humor of this. Yeah. Jump to the best turn it is, and 10. It's like, what the fuck do I do now? Being able to decide you're using reckless attack after you hit on this is such a good idea. Immune to burning? Great, get up there. Get up them apples. Oh, shit. I fucking hate that. I keep forgetting. Oh, we're out of inspiration. Okay. Oh, Will's no longer immune to burning, huh? Okay, great. What? Why?
This place reeks of alcohol. Let's watch my fire. Or not.
Yeah, we pretty clearly decided on not. What are you? Come on. They go where you click, man. That's entirely correct. Arr. Now everyone takes a lot of fire damage. Okay, now until the fire evaporates, could everyone just try to avoid rubbing your face on the ground? We did it! We saved the monastery! Oh, those Grimishkas were up a level. I was like, what? What did I do? Also note we got experience for walking into the room, so clearly that's a find a way in, get some experience. Because I think you're supposed to like spy on the Githyanki. Oh, water barrel. Man, that'd be really useful to put out that massive fire we started. You're supposed to like spy on the Githyanki rather than just knock knock, hello. Let me in. I want to know what's going on. Or not. Unless I'm missing something. Underneath? Nope. Maybe this is just another way in. You can get there from the courtyard and then work your way up. You can tell the eagles that they have a free snack now. And they're like, yeah, okay. Thanks. We'd go down there, but like, we can't leave. We can check out anytime we like, though. Sorry. Stop making references to songs from the 60s.
Light on my feet.
Probably a good thing, really. I don't enjoy many of them.
Respite.
What are you doing? Good.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Cool champagne on ice.
Dawnmaster for side.
Ah, damn it, Emma Stitches. Ugh. When is it from? A Pollock guest book in which there are multiple handwritten entries from pilgrims who visited over the years. My home is as dark as my spirit. I pray that you will bring me luck. Annual Githyanki pilgrimage. Good to see your statue again, my lord. Never been here before in person. Stained glass windows are astonishing. Will definitely recommend it to others. Monks are friendly. We'll visit again soon. As a blacksmith, what an honor to see the four ceremonial weapons, the Dawnmasters themselves. Not a Leftlandarian myself, but I'd highly recommend it to anyone in the trade. The intricacy of the metalwork is astounding. Oh, I was way off then. Ceremonial longsword. It's got light cast on it. Yoink. Hey.
Stop glowing. Is that good?
No, that's definitely bad. We should put it back. Huh. Let's all have a go. See if we can get this perception check.
Something over there.
Great.
The pride of the gate.
We've actually probably got the old key, don't we? Nope. Okay. DC 30. We may not pass immediately without thinking. Yeah, okay. Look, if we can try again, and we will try again, let's go. Up. Alright. Need to roll a 20 or 17, depending on how effective the guidance is. Let's go! Fuck. We're gonna brute force it. Come on. Try again. That's 10 below what we need. Do we get a bonus of plus 12? Fuck. Come on, Will. Come on. How high is that guidance? Ta-da! It's fine. Cool. Dawnmaster's crest. This unusually shaped crest bears the markings of a Leftlandarian high priest, but its practical function is unclear. To the next Dawn Master. I don't think we're going to make it, but the blood is secure. We've closed it off with magic. Only one of our own can take it. If anyone else tries, the walls will fall and they won't get out of here alive. Should that happen, pray for Rosemoran monasteries, but do not mourn. It's for the best. In death, new life. Always.
Sounds precious. It can't be far from here.
Dawnmaster Seed.
Look, clearly we could put
Dawnmaster Stockhold.
the glowing weapons of the actual people here when we get more ceremonial weapons, but we don't have any others yet. So
Monastery's notable keepers adorn these
when we
intricate
get more of them, we'll throw them up places.
Lathendarian monasteries of this size were usually overseen by Dawnmasters, esteemed members of the clergy.
Yeah. Alright, skip. Examine the image marked Dawnmaster Seed.
The reconsecration of the monastery, conducted by Dawnmaster Seed.
Look at the picture of Dawnmaster Stockhold.
Evensong before the Zenith Day, celebrated by Dawnmaster Stockhold.
Inspect the broken stained glass window.
Dawnmaster Vasaid wielding... The rest of the inscription and picture has shattered away.
Dang. And take a look at the Dawnmaster Welking Glory.
Dawnmaster Welking Glory beckons forth the rising sun in Lathander's name.
Right, nice. So, what's the bet if you solve this puzzle by throwing the ceremonial weapons up, this door unlocks and you can pick up the thing? If that's the case, we get to feel pretty silly about it in a little bit. Burning all 4 points of our inspiration. A skeleton? Yippee!
Love surprises.
Hey, look. Oh, this probably isn't going to be good.
One day I'll catch a break.
You won't, Slam, I assure you. Okay, so let's just... Could you move that? No?
Shah's blessings upon you.
Thanks. Hup. Hey, buddy. Hey, do you want to chat? Critical fail. Okay, great.
That's curious.
Just passing through, don't worry. Bonk. Bonk. Okay. Anyway, hey, Will. Just, Okay, who hasn't it seen yet? Because let's just get ourselves a bit of a advantage if we can. Good. Everyone. It's seen literally everyone. Cool. I'm here to help you. God. I just wanted the shiny thing. Thank you.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Just want to put it back where it belongs. God. I love that, like, I'm supposed to be doing something for the Harpers, and I'm like, I'm just gonna fuck off for a little bit, inspect the mountains for a little bit. Morning Lord's Bulwark. Alright.
What a day. I could really use
Worth a try.
Not sure if it's just because it's new, but the monastery is pretty beautiful and quite an interesting like little space to go to compared to the Underdark. Maybe like the Underdarkest. Who uses a battle axe, huh?
The monastery's notable keepers adorn these intricate panels.
Hammer, sword, not sure. So I actually think it's a broken one. We'll be able to tell by throwing it, right? Ooh. What is his dexterity is 17, so bumping it up to 19, I think that's an excellent choice. And yeah, right. Embrace evil, I guess. Oh, of course. So many puddle axe. Right in one. Probably. We're also yet to discover, probably about to discover, that it just opens the thing and you don't have to roll 40 times to hit a very difficult DC for level 6s. Reminder to the caretaker, when oiling the machine, make sure you don't grease the statues themselves. Stones become loose of late and has a tendency to slip. Novice Perrin was rumored to have triggered a full spin once. Throw grease on statues. Got it. I don't know, comrade, where do you think I am? The monastery in the mountains, trying to find the Githyanki? Because that's where I am.
With haste.
Enchanted door. Alright. This place is beautiful. It fucking rocks. Stolen. Kind of. Favorite area with the biggest missed opportunity for creative puzzle solution. Wow. Okay. You gotta tell us more. That's a great. What an exciting, like, lead in. Tell me more, oh comrade. Fair enough. Oh, right. Yeah, that again. This is full of fruit. It's not yet July, so I can't repost one of my favorite memes, but I'm thinking about it. An inventory of the food and offerings brought to the monastery and their redistribution to alms seekers. Perception check to notice there's a barricade there. Look, I usually switch to Karlach to do it, but what if we do that? I think Great Maul should deal more damage to improvised barricades, right? That's what they're for. That and crushing people wearing armor. And turning squishy bits into squished bits. I do enjoy squished bits, really, so I shouldn't complain too hard. Zero-ended experience. Why? You complaining? I am not, don't worry. Hungry for those levels up. Why? Oh, because I found a mod that...
Farther can I go?
Oh, nice. Grease bottle. Do you have any grease, woman? Oh, what you said last time. Do you have any grease, woman? Yes. Then grease me up. Okie dokie. Oh, really? That's it? Here, I thought it would be more difficult than that. Well. Oh, what are you doing? Why are you so bad at this? Pull this lever. It's not my fault. There are more than usual. Ta-da!
Where am I needed?
What are you fucking talking about?
2 steps at a time.
Lever. Oh, it's very definitely my fault. I'm.
Stand your ground! Keep them busy!
What, again? Alright, Will. Welcome back. You're about to do something stupid, aren't you? Oh my god.
What's this now?
Go on. DC 49. He's still got cat's grace on him, that's a plus. Unfortunately, cat's grace gives advantage instead of just a bonus. This missile charts an expedition to find a lost relic called the Blood of Lathander. While 9 eyes remain unscorched, we have made great progress in finding his lost blood. After many suns of searching, I pen this entry as our gaze lies on a Sharan outpost, nestled among the valleys of the Chiandar. We know the Sharan sold the blood. They dropped a cargo trunk during transport one eve, and its lid slipped open. 'Twas only a moment, but my shining adherence, what a moment it was. The entire riverbank aflame with a soothing radiance, the same rosy light of a summer dawn. I could practically hear his morning song bouncing between the valley walls. We advance upon these heretic night bringers at the first light of dawn tomorrow, and shall leave naught but ashes in our wake. Pick up. That's interesting. So clearly we are in a three-way argument between Shah and Selune and Lathander. And honestly, that makes a lot of sense. That's enough to build an entire campaign over, and here we have just one tenet of a very, very, very big game. What do you do? Why did you do that? This missile describing a holy artifact of Lathander is penned in a particularly fevered hand. His radiance has faded from our unworthy gazes. O ye lightless wretches, we have failed the Morning Lord, and I record that failing in the pages of this tomb. To think he once stood in our imperfect world among us imperfect mortals, and felled the villain Samaster with his holy brilliance. He bled for us, brethren, and we were tasked with locking our gazes eternally on his blood. We let the gazes falter, and the blood was taken, wrenched from our sight. It is a test, one that this chapel is duty-bound to undertake. I pass the keeping of this record along to Paladin Vaesid, chosen in light to find the relic. Paladin, when you look upon the blood, I pray Lathander honors your deeds by burning out your eyes. Yeah, tome. Tomb. Tom.
Time to press ahead.
And that is a tome. Lever or tome? Holy blood of Lathander. I mean, there it is.
The blood of Lathander, spilled in holy battle with Samaster, immortalized here for all to worship.
Beloved Morning Lord, if the blood of Lathander was so important, maybe an altar display wasn't the best storage solution.
A list of names documenting all visitors who came to Rosimorn Monastery on a pilgrimage. Yeah.
Defender of the people.
Thou shalt return to me. Thou shalt have my blessing.
You feel a chuckle coming on.
I just thought he'd have something interesting to say about being here.
That's a Githyanki blade if ever I saw one.
Githyanki blade, no doubt.
Oh, we've seen that latest. Inventory of takings. The stone disc has Githyanki runes and carved into it. Below them is drawn a translation into the common tongue. It is an inventory of items taken by the Githyanki from the Lathandian monks on their initial takeover of the monastery and the subsequent shipment of major valuables back to Turanath. I have no idea. Yeah, clearly she's asleep. And that's okay. Everyone deserves a nap. Account of the establishment of Creche Yellick. The stone disc has Githyanki runes. All of them is drawn a translation to the common tongue. Many supplies found. Local area good for hunting more. Grimishka infestation, but that will be no trouble, and indeed will be more useful in deterring unwanted visitors. Rosimorn Monastery, it's called, but it seems these monks have plenty hidden away beneath the surface. Lots of valuable goods to be found underground, can be traded off after best bits are shipped back. The treasure room will prove a fitting location for the establishment of a military intelligence office. Seems to already have good defenses. Should station Inquisitor Wargars. He'll be able to keep Therezen under his thumb. Mlaral. Might be more effective. Why did Lae'zel not notice it's a Githyanki blade? Is she stupid? Well, I sure hope the rest of the holy weapons are inside this monastery. Let's take a look, shall we? Babes, what's going on?
Sentries to arms! Istik, state your purpose quickly.
Hi.
Stand down, Gish. Is it not Vlakith's command to welcome her, faithful?
I expected no visitors, faithful or otherwise. Why have you come?
Allows Lae'zel to answer.
We seek the Zaythisk. Show me the way.
You are infected. A gate thrall is something to eradicate, not reason with.
Jesus Christ.
The faithful may be purified. This is Vlakith's protocol.
Fine. Let the Gustil carry out your fate. Report to the infirmary at once. And step carefully. Creche watches you.
Are you ready to discover that the infection cure is in fact a really big hammer?
By an Inquisitor in an age. It is an honor.
I would be more concerned than excited.
We should go straight there.
Stop meddling where
But if we
you
don't
aren't
talk
wanted,
to everyone, we'll miss out because they're definitely going to turn on us.
You may proceed to the creche.
Thanks. They're going to try and smack her head open. Like, we know that. Almost expecting it.
I heard they're making us join the patrol soon. The search must be going badly.
They are permitted to walk so freely.
Hush! Lack
of discipline would be punished severely in Kalir.
Small portrait of Vlakith.
This imposing portrait depicts a powerful Githyanki warrior.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit of a shame.
Undeniably regal in her mien.
Vlakith herself. She is both the sun that blinds us and the void that contains
She's
us.
so horny right now.
Praise be.
clearly in
The
awe.
corner of the painting is a small symbol you can't quite place.
It just says Dear Fraser and has a picture of a butt. Situational. All right. Nice. Nice is my watch saying, hey, there's currently a deal on Shadow of the Erdtree if you want to save some cash. I'm like, yeah, I do.
Stories of a prince riding a comet just like this one.
What?
With sudden clarity, you realize it's the symbol of Orpheus, a forgotten hero from the tales of your youth.
Oh, there it is.
The sign of Orpheus. Blasphemy. Would I could quarter the Vandal myself.
Study the object's
This
features.
Githyanki looks different from the others you've seen here.
No.
The way her stark white skin stretches over her sharp
But I
features
really recognize
gives
it.
her a distinctly otherworldly aspect.
That's not wrong. I think that's very funny indeed.
Not now, Kachuki. We're busy.
What's in the chest?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Whatever it is, I think you should stop. It's clearly not having a good time.
No.
Yes, stop it. Let that thing out.
Nuh-uh. We're having fun.
Look here, you little shits. I said stop. Casting friends makes an intimidation check better. Shrug. You like to know weather, boy. Yeah.
Fine. If you're going to be a big baby about it.
You were just intimidated by a gnome.
Ugly baby.
That's it. Eldritch Blast
Open
that
it up
fucker.
then. It's all yours.
It's locked as well? You guys suck.
No trouble at all.
You see 18 too. They're also like, fuck you.
Your face, Kachuki.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Never a dull moment.
If you fail the intimidate check, do they turn on you?
At the ready.
This Creche's bunks look entirely too soft for my liking.
It's exactly stopping time. Oh man. I really want to see what this is. Oh yeah, boy. Flare parasite specimen? Jeez. If you want to power up.
There's a parasite nearby. You should take a closer look.
JohnZyxx. Neat. Yeah, alright, we gotta stop. Thank you. But I'm so excited. So excited. Alright, we may skip Shadowrun to play more Baldur's Gate because fuck, man, I don't want to skip that. That looks awesome. Anyway. Yeah, sorry, Hermit. I guess you just have to turn in next time. Ta-da! Now I'll go over again roughly what this little community gets up to because Jimbles has a Stardew Valley server. We're having a lot of fun with that. I actually convinced someone to set up the new upgraded PC and then try some mods and then give the server a go. It's currently paused because it's Spirit's Eve, so I'm waiting for at least one other player to join me on that on the server when I have a little more free time. Probably tomorrow night, to be honest. You can do that by going to our Discord server and typing in !class, joining us, taking a look at the requirements as to how to like set up the mods, do that sort of thing, and then join us and we'll have a good time together. Otherwise, oh hell yeah, thank you, Cleric. Maybe you too, if you also find a new computer somewhere. And we will, otherwise I am back on Wednesday evening and you'll join us for some Kingdom Hearts, probably like, no, it's supposed to be Chaos Wheel, because we've been off for a little bit. But I'm going to skip it and do Book of Hungry Names, I think. Because Chaos Wheel is fun, but it takes a lot of mental energy, and I don't have a lot of it right now. Otherwise, check out my recommended people on my list on the channel. Check out our VODs. You can always get to them by going !VOD. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. And I sincerely hope to see you again soon with less time. Less time than has been before. And in the last little bit. Because I hope not to be sick again in the next little while. But most importantly, please, please, remember to tell the people you love that you love them very much. Good night, everyone.